Hey America, looking pretty beautiful for 243 years old. Not talking too loud because my neighbors are out and they're kind of weird. Maybe they're just too close. Anyway, today we're underneath the 65 and this is the lowest I can bring the camera down. We're going to service this rear differential, and I can tell by it being underneath this thing that it has probably not been serviced for a while, but somebody painted it all black. The wind is blowing, so that stinky gear oil should blow all over my clean driveway. Anyway, so we're going to put our full synthetic Group 4 with FR3. Check it out at O'Reilly's, or go to americagarage.com. Click on the link at the very top, and you can order your own synthetic oils that have zinc in it. At least I think it's twice the amount that your competitors have for zinc for your hot rod engines. We're talking to the manufacturer about getting us some stickers that say Hot Rod Secret, and the promotional code to get some money off. It's always free shipping from hotshotsecret.com, and then I use the promo code Hot Rod Secret. And anyway, we're gonna put this in this rear differential using an old bottle. I'm gonna pull this off and see how nasty this is. So I'll speed this up, guys. The necessary tools on this is 65, but the necessary tools that you'll need for hot rods in the same era, maybe muscle cars, hot rods, whatever you want to call it, but you gotta have your sexy safety glasses, your American sockets, and you need one of these to open up the side. And yeah, now the gaskets on these, there's no gasket on the back, you just silicone seal it. But I'm not using any power tools because I want to feel how, they've got this on here. Now when I turn the camera here in a little bit, you'll notice that there's gunk all over this pumpkin, I call it the pumpkin. It's not a Ford 9-inch where it's a true kind of pumpkin where you can take the guts out, but anyway, it is what it is. So as we're pulling this off, getting gunk all in my pans and stuff, it's not very tight, and we'll put it on with some silicone, put it back on with silicone after we clean it. And the light I'm using is from Home Depot. It's an LED light. It's like 15 bucks. I bought 4 of them. Remember, America's Garage, we kind of make it a point to tell you that we're on a normal budget. We're not trying to pretend like we're something we're not. High-end shops and stuff. It'd be cool if we had one, but we don't have a high-end shop. And this is not what we do for a living. This is enjoyment. A lot of your videos out there, you know, they talk about what you can and can't see and do, and I've noticed that a lot of videos don't have the lighting that you need to see in here. I've watched a couple different differential videos. This is a 10 bolt, and they call it 10 bolt because you count the bolts on the outside, and I believe in 65 it is the 8.2. 8.2 is like a Buick type only. Chevy has an 8.2, but this 8.2 is specific to Buick. And in 1970 on the Stage 1, Buick produced the quickest production car. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe. A Stage 1 455, 510 foot-pounds of torque. I don't remember what the rating was. They downgraded the rating. You hear it on all sorts of shows about insurance back then and stuff like that. It's funny, insurance is cheaper than gas today. But yeah. So anyway, 1970 455 Stage 1, quickest production car. And then 1987, the Grand National did it again. The 342 posi rear differential. or positive traction or limited slip or whatever the terminology for each department of GM, or heck, even any manufacturer, depending on the manufacturer. But in 1970 it was an 8.2, and you can hear the kids getting off the bus here. Yeah, so we're going to pry this gently apart, or actually we're just going to tap it. No, we're not. Alright, let me go get a screwdriver. Get this pried off. So, if anybody wants to look sexy in the next couple of weeks, we finally got a hold of our supplier for t-shirts and t-shirt designs. So we'll get some t-shirts out. I think they're going to say America on them. So if you already have something that says America, and you can sing along, this will go with your clothing selection for America. And we're not going to do camouflage. I know somebody's going to be like, why aren't you doing camouflage? We'll do that later. See you later, refrigerator. I bet they don't even know who the fridge is. Okay. So our gear oil came out, and I guarantee that is not the approved amount that should be in there. There's over like, right, no way, that's 23 ounces. Or even to the bottom of the bolt. Now, for my audience, you know, guys, girls, whatever, if you're ever curious how much rear differential fluid, rear differential oil, gear oil you're supposed to put in, there is a bolt on the side that you put it through, and that bolt is, by general rule of thumb, the amount you put in where it just gets to the bottom of that and starts seeping. Now the car is level. Right now I got it blocked up for safety. Blocked up in the front wheels. Got engines, or got stands underneath it, jack stands, and I keep the hydraulic jack there. Just recently at a junkyard, some guys were killed up underneath. Yeah. So this car is a Skylark, so it's not even fancy enough to have positive traction. It'd be cool, but a 65 GS had a 401. I'm not sure, again, the numbers. I don't follow all the numbers. If it would have had a 425. My dad has one of the original set of 425 dual quad nail head intake manifolds and carburetors to put in when he gets a nail head for 425. So yeah, the wind is blowing, and I gotta go get some cleaner. Stay tuned. So we're gonna clean that, spray it. I think from all the goop that's around it, the front seal's leaking. We can change that later. I don't have to change it right now. We have plenty of fluid if we do need to change it and cause some of the fluid to be lost. The FR3 lubrication additive that's in this fully synthetic suspends it, and in the suspension, wow, that wind is getting annoying. Nothing I can do about it. Chose to do it right when a storm looks like it's going to be coming in. Probably gonna taste this cleaning solution too. Well, let's see. It's actually pretty clean. I don't see anything. Well, you really can't see anything with it anyway. Yeah, that's why you wear your safety glasses. And one tastes really good. Some of you say, "Oh, you're taking everything out of it." Well, boys and girls, after I fill her back up, I'm going to spin it by hand. I'm not putting any pressure on it and get everything sprayed out. Hey, don't open your mouth while you're spraying this. Tastes kind of funky. Is that mechanic cuffing? Is that a thing? Mechanic cuffing. That's not a good feeling. Well, a little bit of slop in there. A lot of slop in there. I'm watching this pin move around in here. Anyway, all right, so I did all the boring stuff. I gotta go ahead and scrape. Well, guess where we're at? Underneath the 65 again. And I tell you what, it's nasty under here. It's wet from the oil leak on the front seal. Somebody put a hose clamp on the exhaust. Yeah, I need some work under here. So we're gonna convert this to synthetic. It is wet. It's gonna be messy. The wind is not picked up. It is another day. And like I said before, I like to feel how the bolts are as far as tension. And the 65, this is a Turbo Hydro 300. It's a 2-speed switch pitch. I'm pretty sure it's probably standard for different GM models. I don't know. I'm not a Chevy person. I'm not deep into that stuff. I like my stuff kind of thing, and that's what I know about. Ooh, that's kind of loose. Oh, that's loose. Yeah, so I'm not sure who worked on this last. Well, actually, I don't know who worked on this last. That's probably not a very good tension. Yeah, I'm literally just barely turning it with my hand. Yeah, it's just about ready to fall off. Wow. Watch this. I'm gonna take this off. Nope, can't turn that one. Nope, can't turn that one. Nope. So it's just that little bit of leverage. Yep, I turn that one. Yeah, I don't even know how many quarts this is gonna hold. I got a gallon, but I've got an extra gallon just in case. Oh, that didn't sound good. The inspection cover is missing a bolt. Typical. I wish I would have thought about putting, I don't know, drains in these back in the day. The 4L80E that I have has a drain on it. Makes life a lot simpler. Especially when you want to service it or work on it, whatever. So this pan is probably clean because of all the lubricant that's been sweltering on it. I wish I had a lift. I wish I had, I don't know, a creeper. But this is America's Garage, not Save My Clothes Garage. Designer Clothes Garage. On that note, we did talk to a designer for our shirts. So we're hoping to get a few different designs pretty soon. I'd like to see you guys purchase them. Maybe, you know, they don't have to say America's Garage. They could say stuff that you guys enjoy. But, so let's talk about the lubricant that we're going to put in. I didn't put my safety glasses on, guys. This is probably not a good thing. It's a full synthetic, and like we talked about the other day when I did the rear differential, full synthetic. It's got an ester. I forget what the factual name of it is, but it's got the component that it needs in order to not seep. Seeping is, well, it's not technically bad, it's just a waste of money when it comes out of your engine, but it tells you your stuff is not 100%. gaskets and stuff. This transmission is slightly warm because I went and I test drove it, and I could tell this car has a few little bitty issues. Here's and there's this. One of the issues that it has is that it's got a noise coming from that side of the car, passenger side. Can't tell if it's a just yet, if it's a wheel bearing, if it's a brake rub. Doesn't sound like a brake rub. That's probably not a good thing. Oh, yeah, somebody put that in the wrong spot. Well, that means it's gonna drain to my face. Quick. How did Mary die? That tire hunted down. That's a Dan Cook reference. Tire hunted down. Oh my gosh. And since I had the light on that side, I can't see. But I'm pretty sure it's all over my driveway now. Yeah, it's probably an investment I should have had, which is the transmission pan drain. It's a little warm, guys. A little warm. Drove it 12 miles. All right. Was that exciting?